Hi everyone, I'm immigration attorney Andres Mejer. I want to help those who are applying for citizenship by giving you easy answers to sometimes hard questions. I'll be doing this over the course of a few videos, and then we'll compile them into one larger video that you can access at any time when you are preparing for the naturalization test. Remember, the new test went into effect at the beginning of December 2020. So if you filed to obtain your naturalization on or after December 1st, 2020, you will be taking the new test. Let me introduce myself. My name is Andres Mejer. I'm an immigration attorney and an immigrant. I came from Chile as a child. My family paid an attorney who didn't get us legal status, so I know what it is like to live without status in the US because I did it for almost a decade. I know how stressful that is and how you live in fear every day that you may be rounded up by the police or ICE and be deported. I was able to get a green card through an amnesty program, and then I almost lost that green card because I didn't understand the laws about it. As an adult, before I became an attorney, I had to figure out how to get my citizenship. I decided to become an attorney to help my clients have a better experience than what I and my family went through. I want to treat my clients the way I wish my family had been treated. We can't work with everyone who calls our office, and we won't give you false hope. If we can't help you, we'll tell you that. We have people that get mad at us that they want us to work with them even when we know they won't get approved or they won't win their case. We want to be honest with you, just as we want our clients to be honest with us. If you want to find out if we can help you, call us. I want to help those who are applying for citizenship by giving you easy answers to sometimes hard questions. I will include these when I can in our videos. And like I said, we will make a compilation video of all of them so that you can access them together at any time. I talked about this back in December that the citizenship test changed. What happened? The test changed about every 10 years. This one took a little longer because the questions were changed sometimes dramatically, and there was some pushback about the changes. As I mentioned in my other videos, the questions are less straightforward and some seem to have a political agenda. However, as I always say, the number one goal should be to get your citizenship, and if you must take this test, this video will help prepare you. A few other changes to the test. Previously, you only had to answer 6 out of 10 questions correctly, and then you were finished and passed the civics portion of the test. You still must get that 60% of the questions correct, but now you need to answer double the amount of questions. So you need to get 12 correct out of a total 20 questions you will be asked. You can still take the test more than once. If you don't pass it the first time, you're allowed a second time on another date. More than that, you will have to refile for citizenship. There are two main parts to the test, the English component and the civics component. The English part of the test did not change. If you are a certain age and have lived in the US for a certain time period, you won't need to take the English part of the test, and I've talked about that in prior videos. It is important to know that answers to the test may change due to elections or appointments. You should check out a link I will put to confirm right down below if there's been any changes when you studied, from when you started studying for the test to when you actually have to go and take the test. Just take a look at the link below. When you answer a question, there may be several correct answers that you can give. As an example, one question is, who is the Speaker of the House of Representatives right now? You can either answer Nancy Pelosi or just Pelosi. Either answer will be accepted, and it's the right answer for purposes of the test. There are different categories in the test, and I will review these by section. I recommend that if you are studying for the citizenship test, you create flashcards for yourself that you carry around and review, or have others ask to test you. On one side, put the question. On the other, write the answer. If you are 65 years or older and have been a green card holder for more than 20 years, they're only going to ask you out of a specific 20 questions. So you only need to study those questions. I will mention that again on those questions when we review them. So let's get started. The first section we're going to review is Principles of American Government. Question number 1. What is the form of government of the United States? You can answer the republic, a constitution-based federal republic, or representative democracy. Any of those three are correct. Question number 2. What is the supreme law of the land? This is one of those questions, if you are 65 or older, that you need to know. What is the supreme law of the land? The U.S. Constitution. Question number 3. Name one thing the U.S. Constitution does. Well, it forms the government, it defines the power of the government, it defines the parts of the government, and it protects the rights of the people. Question number 4. The U.S. Constitution starts with the words, "We the people." What does "we the people" mean? Well, it means self-government, or popular sovereignty, or consent of the government, or people should govern themselves, or examples of a social contract. Any one of those 5 answers is correct. Number 5, how are changes made to the U.S. Constitution? So it's either by amendments or the amendment process. Again, both are accurate. 6, what does the Bill of Rights protect? The basic rights of Americans or the basic rights of people living in the U.S.? Either is correct. 7, this is another one that if you're over 65 and have had your green card for 20 years, this is one of the ones to focus on. How many amendments does the Constitution have? The answer is 27. 8, why is the Declaration of Independence important? 1, it says America is free of British control. 2, it says all people are created equal. 3, it identifies inherent rights. And 4, it identifies individual freedoms. All 4 are correct. 9, what founding document said the American colonies were free from Britain? That's the Declaration of Independence. 10, name 2 important ideas from the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution. Equality, liberty, social contract, natural rights, limited government, and self-government. That's 6. You only need to name 2. 11. The words life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness are in what founding document? Declaration of Independence. 12. What is the economic system of the United States? Capitalism or free market economy? Both are accurate. 13. What is the rule of law? Well, it means everyone must follow the law. It means leaders must obey the law. It means the government must obey the law, and no one is above the law. 14. Many documents influence the U.S. Constitution. Name one. Declaration of Independence, Articles of Confederation, Federalist Papers, Anti-Federalist Papers, Virginia Declaration of Rights, Fundamental Orders of Connecticut, Mayflower Compact, and the Iroquois Great Law of Peace. 15. There are 3 branches of government. Why? So one doesn't become too powerful, checks and balances, or separation of powers. All 3 really say the same thing. 16. Name the 3 executive branches of government. Legislative, executive, and judicial, or Congress, president, and the courts. Really says the same thing. 17. The president of the United States is in charge of which branch of government? The answer is the executive. Number 18. Which part of the federal government writes the laws? The U.S. Congress, or U.S. or national legislature, or the legislative branch. All 3 are accurate. 19. What are 2 parts of Congress? Senate and House of Representatives. And 20. Name one power of the U.S. Congress. It writes laws, it declares war, and it makes the federal budget. All 3 are true. Phew, that's a lot of information. Some people learn by reading, some people learn by listening, and most people learn by doing both. So I hope you find this helpful to you. If you do, please like it with a thumbs up so more people can see it. As always, we appreciate your support. Stay healthy and be well.